Good morning, students. Myself, Vikram Kulkarni, working in Maharaja Jivajirao Shinde, Mahavidyalaya Srigonda, as a junior college teacher in mathematics. We take 3 lectures on matrices, in which first lecture containing the definition of matrix and types of matrices. In second lecture, we take operation on matrices. In third lecture, we perform inverse of matrix by adjoint method. In fourth lecture, we studied about the inverse of matrix by transformation method. Now, we move towards the fifth lecture on matrices, which containing the application of matrices in which first application is inversion method. The method is used to solve simultaneous equation by adjoint method. This inversion method is depend upon the adjoint method. Okay, firstly check that inversion method is depend upon adjoint method. Okay, and second, we studied about the second application, which is reduction method, which depends upon transformation method. Firstly, inversion method is depend upon the adjoint method, and second, reduction method is depend upon the transformation method. Okay, in which row transformation and column transformation includes. Okay, in this inversion method, some steps gives the solution of simultaneous equation. This method gives solution of simultaneous equations in 2 variables, 3 variables. This method gives solutions of simultaneous equations in 2 variables, 3 variables with use of adjoint method. This method gives solution of simultaneous equations in 2 variables, in 3 variables with use of adjoint method. Okay, now some steps are there. First step is convert simultaneous equations in the form ax is equal to b, ax is equal to b. Convert simultaneous equations in the form of ax is equal to b and find a, b, and find a, b and x and x. Okay, convert the simultaneous equation in the form of ax is equal to b. Okay, now find a inverse by adjoint method. Find a inverse by adjoint method. The adjoint method containing first is determinant is non-zero. Determinant is non-zero. Second, find minors and cofactors. Find minors and cofactors. Find cofactor matrix. With use of cofactor matrix, find adjoint matrix. Next, A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. Some basic steps are there. We shortly introduce determinant of A is not 0. Second step, minors and cofactors. Third step, cofactor matrix. Cofactor matrix C. Adjoint of A is equal to C raised to T. C raised to T. Last step, A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. These are the steps for adjoint method. With these steps, we can find A inverse by adjoint method. Now, in last step, Ax is equal to B. Ax is equal to B. Then pre-multiply by A inverse. Pre-multiply by A inverse. We get A inverse into A into X is equal to A inverse into B. We highlight this step. A inverse into A X is equal to A inverse into B. What is the purpose behind pre-multiply? We working upon this A, because A inverse into A is equal to I, which is a definition of inverse. Lastly, give reasons to this step. A inverse into A is equal to I. Okay. This is also multiplication. Any matrix multiplied to the identity matrix which gives itself matrix. The matrix which is going to multiply, which is X. Therefore, X is equal to A inverse into B. Okay. These are the steps to find the value of X where X is equal to XY for 2 by 2 and XYZ for 3 by 3. x y 2 by 2 and x y z for 3 by 3. With these three simple steps, firstly, the simultaneous equations convert in the form of Ax is equal to b and find a, b and x. Second, by comparing, we get a, b and x and find a inverse by adjoint method. This adjoint method containing these four steps, we know that these four steps, first is a determinant of a is non-zero, second is a minors and cofactors, third cofactor matrix, and find adjoint of a is equal to c raised to t. That means transpose of cofactor matrix is called as adjoint of a. And lastly, A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A, which is a formula for A inverse. With use of these four steps, we can find the A inverse. After finding A inverse, pre-multiply to the equation form Ax is equal to b. After multiplying, we get A inverse into A is equal to I, which is a definition of inverse matrix. After multiplying I into X, any matrix is multiplied to the identity matrix, we get the given matrix, because multiplication with identity gives same matrix. And lastly, therefore X is equal to A inverse of B. By comparing, we can find the value of X, where X is a xy for 2 by 2 and xyz for 3 by 3. Okay, these are the four simple steps to get the value of simultaneous equation or the solution of simultaneous equation by inversion method. Now we take some simple examples on that topic. Solve 4x plus 3y is equal to 9. 4x plus 3y is equal to 9. 2x plus 3y is equal to 5. 2x plus 3y is equal to 5. Okay, by inversion method. Now, firstly, convert equations into Ax is equal to b form, that is matrix form. Okay, therefore A is the coefficient of x and y, that means 4, 3, 2, 3 x, y is equal to, and last RHS 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3 x, y 9, 5. Okay, which is where A is equal to 4, 3, 2, 3, x is equal to xy, x is equal to xy, and b is equal to 9, 5. Second step, find A inverse. First is determinant of A determinant of A is equal to -12 6 is equal to 6, which is not 0. Therefore, A inverse exists. Alright. Second step, minors and cofactors. Which is a 2 by 2 matrix. That means M11, M12, M21 and M22. These are the 4 minors. These 4 minors, for M11 row and column is eliminated, then we get 3. Next 2, next 3, next 4. These are the minors. After minors, we convert into cofactors A11, A12, A21 and A22 with using coefficients. That means 1 1, 1 2, 2 1, 2 2. We need 1 plus 1 is 2, that is even. There is no change in a cofactor. 1 plus 2 is a 3, there is a change in a cofactor. 2 plus 1 is a 3, there is a change in a cofactor by opposite sign. 2 plus 2 4, there is a no change, that is a 4. Now third step, cofactor matrix.